What's up, everybody? What's up, Steeler Nation? What's up, NFL fans? It is Gyro back with another video. My video schedule has been a little bit inconsistent, but I'm starting to try to get back in the grind of this YouTube scene, trying to get better, trying to just find things to do, trying to find time to do it. But yeah, man, if you're new to the channel, it would really help me out if you could hit the subscribe button. And if you like this video, if you like these types of videos, just drop a like. Man, it'll help me a lot. It'll help this channel's growth a lot. So if you do enjoy this channel, please hit a like. Please subscribe. Please tell your friends. Please share it around. And yeah, let's get on into it. You can tell by the title of the video, we'll be talking about Najee Harris and the Steelers mock draft that I made. I feel like this mock draft, I think this one I really like. If this happened in real life, I'd be very, very content with it. I'd be very happy. It's beautiful, and it'd help the team a lot for this year, and it could help in the future too. So let's get on into it. By the title of the video, you probably know who I'm going to be taking at 24, and that is Najee Harris. He is the best back in the class, in my opinion, and he is exactly what the Steelers need, which is a dynamic runner. This offensive line class is deep, and Najee will help out that offense in the pass game like Le'Veon Bell. And obviously, whenever people hear running backs in the first round, they're thinking that's pretty bad. You know, you can see some examples of busts like Trent Richardson and all that stuff. But for the Steelers right now, they really need a running back. Like, I know Benny Snell is on the team. I know Anthony McFarland's on the team. But we need a dynamic running back. And you cannot tell me that you wouldn't take Derrick Henry in the first round. Like, would you rather take Derrick Henry in the first round or Alejandro Villanueva in the first round? You know, you could make the case for Alejandro Villanueva, but I'd still take Derrick Henry because he brings an element to the game, and like Alvin Kamara and CMC in Carolina and so on. So, you know, running backs, a great running back does help your running game a lot, even though we don't have an offensive line. We'll get to that in a minute. And I feel like if they don't take linemen in the first round, the Steelers know what they're doing, all right? They will probably be taking linemen in later on, or they believe enough in Chooks and Zach Banner to be the tackles that they'll figure out the center position. And at 55, I'm not going to be taking an offensive lineman here. I'm going to be taking Asante Samuel Jr., cornerback out of Florida State. Since the Steelers lost Mike Hilton in free agency, and they are moving Cam Sutton to the outside, a slot corner is sort of a need. The Steelers still have Justin Lane and James Pierre. Quick side note, obviously Justin Lane did get himself into some legal trouble. That could be an issue, so that makes corner a bit more of a need now as well. And they also have Antoine Brooks Jr. He could also probably play in the slot, but I think Samuel Jr. is probably has some more potential and is a really good slot guy right now. He has NFL bloodlines. Obviously, if you know Asante Samuel, you know he was pretty good in the NFL, and the Steelers have shown a lot of interest in him by when that one picture at FSU's Pro Day. Obviously, Tomlin and Colbert went to FSU's Pro Day, so that could also be a hint that they'll go there. And I also heard reports, now we're going to get to pick 87, and that is Spencer Brown, offensive tackle, Northern Iowa. And I heard that the Steelers do have some interest, and obviously a lot of guys want a tackle, so here he is. He is a pass blocker to help Ben and the future quarterback stay upright. Side note, obviously I made that video about Trey Lance. I think Dwayne Haskins could be the future. Doesn't look like that's kind of bold right now, but I still feel like Dwayne Haskins has shown enough. And yeah, so we'll get them, we'll try to keep them upright with a good pass blocker in Spencer Brown, and he did meet with the Steelers. At pick 128, this one you could say maybe should go to a different position, but I am saying Dylan Moses, linebacker at Alabama. He is an athletic freak. Last year he played with an injury, so he wasn't as good, but he's still an athletic monster. He's a good pair with Bush. Both of them can play next to each other. It'd be pretty good. We did just bring back Vince Williams. Great re-signing in my opinion. But I still feel like another athletic linebacker could be really good for the Steelers. And, he could be a younger Vince Williams kind of, a guy that's really fast, a guy that will go downhill, probably more athletic than Vince Williams too. So that could be good. Yeah, and it could be a scary 1-2 punch with Devin Bush, and that's a pick for the future, you know. And then Spillane can also come in and stuff. And then at pick 140, we finally get our center, and that's Trey Hill from Georgia. He's a good run blocker, but he could use a little bit of development. He also has guard flexibility, so that gives the Steelers some more insurance if Dotson or DeCastro gets hurt. And all around, I feel like this is what the Steelers need, and I feel like they could get him at 140. I don't know if they had interest in him. I don't know if they've shown interest in him, but yeah. And at pick 216, they have Patrick Johnson, edge out of Tulane. He's everything the Steelers need in their outside linebacker right now. This would be a great pick, in my opinion, from what I've heard of Patrick Johnson. He is truly a 3-4 outside linebacker, and he's mainly the backup for Alex Highsmith and TJ Watt. He won't be coming in probably to start. He probably won't be coming in to start. But he does really everything that you want in a 3-4 outside linebacker, which is to drop back into coverage, and he can rush the quarterback too. So I really hope that this could happen from what I've heard, and I feel like he would be good as the backup to give TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith some rest. And now at pick 245, we have Austin Watkins, wide receiver out of UAB. It wouldn't be a Steelers draft without the wide receiver being taken. They take one every year, it seems. So I do like his scouting report. He's 6'1" and will catch contested catches pretty well. He has a great mix of speed, size, and after the catch moves that makes me excited when he might become in a good coaching staff like Pittsburgh. You know, Pittsburgh likes to develop their wide receivers. It's shown, it's proven. So I think that he could be good, especially since, you know, James Washington might be leaving, Juju might be leaving, all that stuff. So getting another wide receiver would be pretty good. And then that pick 254, we have Nick Pickett, safety out of Oregon, and he's basically just depth piece at safeties, at the safety position, just to fill out some depth for us. As you can see, I didn't include tight end. That might be pretty controversial, but I think after the draft, the Steelers might be getting Jesse James back. And I think after the draft, there will be some moves that the Steelers will make, because obviously after the draft, the compensatory formula, like they'll get rid of, you know, signings won't affect the compensatory formula. So I think that's when Jesse James will sign. Maybe we'll sign another person to be a backup too. Maybe Adrian Peterson, maybe Le'Veon Bell. Who knows? Yeah, that's my draft right now. Hopefully I honestly, if this was the draft, I'd be very content with the Steelers draft if this was it. I'd be excited for the season. Like right now, I'm a little bit shaky on the season, but if they can hit on some of these guys, some of these developmental guys, and if Najee Harris is as good as advertised, the future is looking bright, all right? The future is looking bright. So, yeah, man, I'm going to head out of here. Take care of yourself, man. Love yourself, man. Peace.